Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel. So today we are differentiating x with respect to y using the first principle. At the end of the class, I will show you why the y, the x is equal to 2x. I'll prove to you why the x is 2x using first principle so that whenever you know in any exam you want to write, you know the purpose of that exam, assuming you are solving for an objective question. You don't need to go all this long way solving, trying to prove. You just use a short formula, which at the end of the class I'm going to drop. But here we are going to we're going to differentiate x with respect to y with using the first principles. So let's start. When you have y is equal to x squared and you're asked to differentiate x with respect to y, the first thing here to do, you know that there is a change in y and there is a small change in y and there is also a small change in x. So when you have a gradient, assuming this is y, this is x, and you know that these are the 2 points from y and these are the 2 points on x. Here will be x1, here will be x2, and here will be y1, here will be y2. Likewise to here is y1 and here is y2. So if you're asked to find the slope here will be change in y all over change in x. So change in y is y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. So exactly what we're going to do here. So here too we're going to find that positive change because there is a particular change in x that we don't know. So let's find using first principle. So differentiating this with first principle, you find the positive change in. So that is y plus that positive change in y is equal to x plus positive change in x. Everything is what? Square. So here we are going to open this bracket. I will have y plus dy is equal to, this is showing us that we have this bracket here, we have it 2. This power is showing us that we have 2. So we now have x plus the x, bracket open, x plus the x, bracket close. So with that, we have y plus the y is equal to, we are using the first bracket to open the second one. So x times x, because everything in the first bracket should multiply the second bracket, everything is second bracket. So we'll start with x times x, that gives us x squared, x times dx, that gives us x dx, plus we are done with x, we move to the second one. So the x times x, that gives us x dx. Then the x times the x, that gives us dx squared. That is, we have the x squared. So now we have y plus the y is equal to, here we're having x dx, x dx. So when we sum it together, we're going to have 2 of it. So that is x squared plus 2x dx plus dx plus the x squared. That is, when we sum this here, this is what we have. Then we just bring this one down. So let's continue from here. Let's continue from here. But we know that y is equal to x squared. So when we see y in this equation here, we're going to put x squared. So in the position of y, we put x squared plus dy is equal to x squared plus 2 dx plus 2x dx plus dx squared. So now taking this x squared to the right hand side, we now have dy is equal to x squared plus 2x dx plus dx squared plus, sorry, minus, because when you are taking it, the sign change to minus x squared. So x squared minus x squared is 0. Now we have dy is equal to 2x dx plus dx squared. So from here, we are going to divide both sides by the x, because the question says you find x, we should differentiate x with respect to y. So we now, as I explained from the initial point, we are trying to have it in form of gradient, which is slope. Then we divide both sides by the x. So here, the x, take care of the x, that is, the x divided by the x is 1. So we now have dy all over dx is equal to 2x. So dx squared divided by dx, that will left with what? Only one of the x, because you have 2 of the x here. If the x cancel it will remain only 1. So here we now say that since the change is negligible. What do I mean by negligible? The change is very small. It's very, very small. So we can neglect it. We can ignore it. That is what I mean. So we're going to ignore the x by saying, taking limit, setting the x to be equal to 0, we'll have that dy all over dx is equal to 2x. Because when the x is equal to 0, this is what we are going to have. So that gives us our answer. But in solving this, you can just solve this in 2 steps, and let me show it to you, so that whenever you have it, you will not have to go stressing yourself going the long way. What you will do when you have y is equal to x squared, this is the formula you are going to use: n minus 1. That is, the power is going down to multiply with the x itself. Then you will now reduce 1 from the power. So you now just say dy all over dx is equal to 2. We are bringing the power down. Then we will write the x. That is, n here stands for the power, which is the number that is up of that x, or any alphabet, or any this thing that we are differentiating. It could be t, could be anything. So the power is going to come down. Then the power will now reduce 1 from the power. So dy over dx will be equal to 2, because 2 minus 1 is 1. So the power is 1. No need of saying power of 1. Power of 1 is just the same thing as x. So with just a step, you should be able to solve everything we are doing here. So guys, if you understand everything I explained, turn on the notification bell and subscribe to my channel as we grow together.